Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, Tyler. Check 50.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tremaine Edmonds on.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Now he'll pull it down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 64 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, whether it's catching slants or running the ball like he did there, Tyreek Hill, a threat to take it to the house every time he touches the ball.
If you're a play caller, all you do is spend your time trying to devise ways to get him the football, because every time he touches it, he's truly a threat to end up in the end zone for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
You're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Allen's throw is complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 43 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to DeMarcus Robinson. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes wide open as Watkins. He's got it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 39 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
The score, Chiefs 14, Bills 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Chiefs 14, Bills 7.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
First down.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
32.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A screen to Bell. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Allen off the bootleg. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
Allen's pass.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
2 yards.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Corey Bojorquez.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Hardman to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. That's Bell.
Mahomes.
It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Singletary, the ball.
Ken had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
1st and 10 at their own.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
9 at the 16-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
1st and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They run here with Singletary. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
53 to Mike. 53. Check.
Then he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. 33 yards that time.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, but it's going to be 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Le'Veon Bell there to make the grab. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown. 59 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bass on for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter.
21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll run it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Offense retains possession.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Allen, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills have broken the tie.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack. Put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 3-yard line.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Zach Moss, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Chiefs 21. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end, Kelsey, for a big one. 42 yards. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete to Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
Today's final score, Bills 35.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.